Hi everybody, as always, I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. So I've just received a question about whether or not you should be going for your pilot training right now. And it is a more complicated question right now than it has been for many years because of the devastating effect that the pandemic has had on the industry. However, I am still quite positive, and I'll tell you why. The reason is that the fundamentals behind the need for pilots haven't really changed that much. Yes, there's been a huge downturn, a lot of people have lost their jobs now, and that will have a short-term impact on whether or not you can get a job within the next year or two. But the thing is, it will take you about 2 to 3 years to do your training and get onto the market. And the fact is that there is still a huge amount of baby boomers, from the generation in the 50s and 60s who are going into retirement. And in fact, I think that the pandemic has probably caused quite a few of those to actually leave the marketplace already. Which means that those seats are going to have to be filled at some point. And there's still quite a lot of aircraft in the order books of the airlines, and those aircraft will to a large extent be delivered. Someone is going to have to fly those. So I think that if you are looking into going for training right now, what you should be doing is maybe take the next 6 months or so to really investigate. Make sure that you go for a good, high, reputable flight school. Make sure that you've done maybe a pre-assessment so that you know that you're suitable to go in for this occupation. But then, if this is your dream, I do think that you will have a chance to get a job in the next 3 or 4 years or so. But, be realistic. Know that if you would have gone for the training maybe back in 2015, maybe you would have had your first interview within a few months after the school's finished. Now you should probably count on 6 months to a year at least before you get the first interview. So make sure that you kind of calculate for that you budget for that, and as I said, once again, make sure that you find a good training organization, okay? That's really, really important. But I am looking forward to, once the business starts picking up, which it will do, you just ask around, Ask what people is going to do once the pandemic is over. I'm betting that most of them are going to say, well, I want to travel. And if that's the case, well then there needs to be airlines there to fly them. There needs to be pilots to fly the aircraft for those airlines. So I do think that we will see a big improvement in the airline business. I do think that there will be jobs for future pilots out there. So best of luck, and keep the chin up and focus on getting, your pilot skills and your pilot competencies up. Get yourself into a good flight school, and good luck. I hope to see you up there soon.